We are in the month of October. Today is October the 2nd, 2025. Fall is underway. College football is in full swing. Major League Baseball is in playoffs. And it's officially NFL season. Yes, it's that time, folks. Today, we are going to dive in deep for your market update for October 2025. What we're going to do is we are going to look at all single-family detached homes that were bought and sold here in Port St. Lucie from September the 1st through September the 30th of 2025. Stay tuned and you will get a deep dive into what's really going on here in Port St. Lucie. My name is Jonathan B.J. Hayes, local realtor here in beautiful Port St. Lucie, Florida. Thank you for returning back to the home of Port St. Lucie real estate. As always, make sure you subscribe to the channel, share the videos, like the videos, and tell a friend about the wonderful things going on here in beautiful Port St. Lucie, Florida. Anybody out there who's looking to sell or buy a home here in Port St. Lucie, all my information is in the description below. So I had somebody ask me, why do you spend so much time researching and giving the information that you do? It's very simple. If you're looking to buy a home, it's not like you're buying a pair of shoes, guys. You can't take it back to the store or just say, forget it. You're buying something that your family's gonna live in, you're gonna live in, and is an asset. It is the biggest thing bought and sold by anybody, usually in their lifetime. That's why I take this time to provide all these stats for you guys so you're informed. If you're a buyer, you know how to play the field. If you're a seller, you know what time it is and what you need to do to sell your home. So let's go ahead and let's get it. All these stats, single family detached homes, because that's what everybody loves to run to Port St. Lucie for. So here we go. Currently on the market, there are 1,903 homes for sale. In the month of September, there were 397 homes sold here in Port St. Lucie. The median sales price of those 397 homes was $428,000. That number seems to be going up instead of down. What is going on? Days on market, we're now up to 97 days it took for those homes to be sold. So the minute you call your realtor and you list it till it gets the contract, you're looking at 97 days. Folks, that's over 3 months it's taking to sell houses here in Port St. Lucie. Long gone are those days when that time was 9 days. We're now at 97 days. The average price cut that a seller had to do to sell one of these homes was $21,000. I'm starting to track a new metric here for you guys because I'm seeing something that is starting to become pervasive. I'm starting to track expireds, withdrawals, and temporarily taking off market. In the month of September, get this, there were 1,572 homes that either expired listing, they withdrew them because they just couldn't get their price, or they temporarily took them off market. That is a lot of homes. So let's get into something here. I want to touch on this. So basically for 3 years, the median price point here in Port St. Lucie has hovered at about $420,000. And then about 4 months ago, this thing dropped to $400,000. And now it's shot back up to 428. Marry that with all these listings that are coming on market, off market, on market, off market. You're noticing something. And I'm noticing it in my business. The everyday Joe can't afford houses here. They just can't. The regular family, hardworking, need a place to live, they're not buying because they can't afford it. High taxes, high insurance, higher interest rates. But the biggest thing, it's just the price of stuff. It's too much for regular people to afford. The people who are still buying, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Boston. This one may shock you. Miami, Fort Lauderdale, West Palm Beach. Why are these people buying? They're still selling their houses for almost $1 million where they're coming from, and they have no problem paying $500,000 for a house in Port St. Lucie, Florida. That is number one, okay? They see it as a huge bargain still, and they can live in paradise. That is currently what is going on. So that's why you see now this median price point going up, because the only people that are really buying are people that have cash that are willing to pay $500,000, $600,000 for a house. Here's the other thing that's going on. A large majority of these homes that were sold last month, they're new construction. Yes. So new construction has slowed down to the point in Port St. Lucie where now they're putting their homes in the MLS, and they're ranking in the statistics. So what's starting to happen is, listen to this real good. If you are a home seller out there and you still think your house is worth $600,000 because your neighbor got it, newsflash. People who are buying these $600,000 houses, they're buying new construction. They're not buying 20-year-old resale homes built in 2005 in Port St. Lucie. Why would they give you $525,000 for your house when they can run to the builder and get a house that's nicer and is actually updated and pay $20,000 more? And by the way, they're paying their closing costs, they're buying down the rate, all the above. That's what's going on. I am seeing the average Joe just being removed from the market here in Port St. Lucie. So let me talk to all of you out there who are looking to buy and you're just the average Joe. Don't give up. Get approved by a lender and make offers. Get yourself a great realtor. Go out there and make offers. Don't be afraid to make offers at 15% under asking price, because we know what the market's doing. It's going the opposite way, guys. It's not going the other way. Don't be afraid to do so. And let me speak directly to you, Mr. and Mrs. Home Seller. Get realistic if you're looking to sell your house. The reason you're seeing this huge turnover of 1,572 people out there, and it's starting to become an epidemic, who list their house and take it off the market, your house is no longer worth what it was in 2022. Just because your neighbor sold for $550 doesn't mean that's what your house is worth now. And when a realtor tells you, hey man, I don't care what Zillow tells you, I don't care what any of these other sites tell you, do you really want to sell this house? Or do you want to put a sign in the front lawn? Get yourself a great realtor if you're looking to sell your home, so you know what time it is if you truly want to sell your house. Now, if you just want to put a sale sign on it and have it sit in the yard to say you did something, that's a different story. But sellers, it's a buyer's market, and you are directly competing against new construction. There you have it. Anybody has any questions, all my information is in the description below. You can call or text me directly, or if you're somebody that has any questions or wants to challenge what you just heard, all my information is there for you also. Everybody, till we meet again, stay safe and be blessed.